Yo, what's happening, guys? It's a review of my Char-Griller 2137 Outlaw BBQ. So here it is. It's got a shaft down at the bottom. That's what it looks like. So it looks quite sturdy. Well, it is sturdy and it's pretty big. So I'll open it up and show you inside. Here's the warming rack. It's got 5 grills, 5 separate grills. And you get this handle with it, which you can pick up these grill plates, move to the side, just like that. So it's pretty easy. Then you've got the Sash Pan underneath. This also controls how much heat you put on your food. And you could pick it up from holding this handle and holding that side, and actually tipping it out is pretty easy to do. And here's the shelves here. This here, I think what this is it collects the fat. So you put like a can or something in this and you put it underneath here. Yeah. Basically in there. I can't get to it, but that's where you put it. And then any fat that goes underneath it, you just collects it and put it in the can or whatever it is. Right, so when I first bought this wood here was unpainted. It's just really thin, cheap wood it looked like. And what I've done is I just varnished it, made it look a bit better, the colour's better, it looks better than the original. Now these grill plates I'll pop back. Wait a minute, I'll put that grill plate back. And now let's talk about the actual barbecue. So I looked at reviews online, and on here, as soon as I got it, it was all dismantled. So what I've done is I bought this stove and barbecue paint. Now this I had sprayed all on the outside, all over the legs, basically everywhere, to stop rust. And I live in the UK, so we get bad weather. So this barbecue staying out for you guys, you gotta make sure you protect it. But the big problem is that I actually started getting a couple of rust spots here. And I only purchased this barbecue June 2018, and now's May 2019. So within a year, I started getting rust spots. So I resprayed it just slightly there, and I was actually getting a couple of rust spots here as well. So I resprayed it there as well. Now, this barbecue is good. It tastes good when you're cooking. The grill plates and using this barbecue is pretty easy. But the problem I had with this barbecue, again, I looked online and people were putting this rope here so no smoke leaks out around the sides. Now, I tested it. When I first bought it, I started the barbecue, I shut the hood, and I wanted to see if it leaked as much as people said, and it actually did. So what I've done is I bought this rope, and this is in the UK called stove rope. I bought this. I bought some tape to go on the ends. I put it all the way along there, I put it along there, and I put it along here. Now, I used the barbecue about 2 or 3 times, and then I stored it away. And then this year, I come to open it a couple of days ago. It all bloody started crumbling, didn't it? So what I done is I just ripped it all out, because I didn't want no crap getting in the food. So yeah, it didn't work. And I think it's because we have colder weathers than countries like United States. So that's why it didn't work here. However, this little strip of rope has stuck there. That's not moved anywhere. That's still okay, because the barbecue usually leaks here as well. So in America, you could get this barbecue for about $160, I believe. And if you're paying second hand, you could get it cheaper than that. In the UK, however, I paid about 350 quid for this. And I also paid, I think, about 45 quid for this cover. Now the cover started getting a couple of holes in it, if you could see there, and a couple on the other side as well, just there somewhere, and that's because this wood was poking into it. So when the wind blew, it started poking into the cover and it's created little holes. So initially I actually done a review of that cover, and that cover is pretty good, but for what you pay for it, actually you might not want to buy that. You might just want to put a different cover on. So yeah, that's that. So I'll just close this and I will show you the chimney area as well. So here, what people said is buy some cement so smoke don't leak here, because this was leaking as well. So I bought this off Amazon. Can't remember the price of this, but I bought that. I put it around here, and that stopped the leaking. I also put some around here, if you could see. That also stopped the leaking. But again, with the weather, it does start crumbling, so you got to just be careful of how you store this thing, because if you leave it outside like I did with the cover on, this could crumble, the rope could come off just like mine. So yeah, just bear that in mind. Now the barbecue cover, by the way, that cost I think about 45 quid or 50 quid, something like that. But yeah, just shop online and see if you could get one similar price. Now this barbecue, I've got a problem here, because look, either I tightened this too much and this has snapped, but that wasn't snapped when I stored the barbecue away. So I don't know whether somehow over, because of the weather, it snapped over the season or whatever. And also with this barbecue, I noticed that this barbecue grill here has started peeling, which I'm not happy with that, because it's only been less than a year. I've been doing everything that the manual says, and I've looked after it, but that has started peeling. I do not know why. So I've been using this brush for the first time. Yesterday I started using it and I started scrubbing it, and that is what's happened. So I'm going to contact the manufacturer regarding that, because that is not on. Look at that. Anyway, you get free hooks with it as well. It comes with the barbecue. And yeah, I think that's it really. I do love the barbecue. I enjoy cooking on it because the space is huge. But things like this really put me off. I do not know why that has already started scraping. I can't explain it. Oh yeah, and on the inside here, put some Firestove on there as well. Firestove cement or whatever it's called. So I've put that on there. This is the rope seal that I used, so like a glue. I'll put it all the way along, and yeah, it's not basically done the job. Yeah, so guys, this barbecue is nice. It's good to cook on, but I think they've made it a bit cheap, and they've charged a lot of money, especially in the UK, for people wanting to purchase this. So yeah, so leave me some comments and I'll try and answer as soon as I can. But that's it. This is the barbecue.